Good afternoon, Sander and Mats here from the Netherlands. Today, as you can see, we're going to present our findings in the Randstad Adecco case. At first, we're going to introduce both company structures. We looked into the board and things like that. After that, we will continue with the goals and future plans of both companies. Next up, we would like to inform you about the company's financial amounts. The fourth subject we will discuss is the market and the industry. Topics such as market share, industry structure and international perspectives will be explained in this part. At the end, we will give you a conclusion about our findings in the case.
I'm going to tell you something about the global activity of the company, the company's structure. I'm going to start with the global activity of both companies. First, Randstad. For us, we found a good overview of the locations all over the world. As you can see, they're mostly active in Europe, the North America, South America, Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. For Adecco, we didn't find such an overview, but we can tell you they're almost everywhere active at the same locations as Randstad is. The only thing, the only market what is no key market for Adecco is New Zealand.
Now I will tell you something about the board. Both of the companies work with a similar structure. They use the two-tier system. This means that you have two boards. One is the board of directors and one is the supervisory board. The board of directors is responsible for the daily business of the company, and the supervisory board controls and checks the board of directors. The board of supervisory treats also other subjects like diversity in the company or in the board. A difference in the size is the only thing we can find as a difference in the board of both companies. Adecco has a board with 12 members, and Randstad has a board of directors with 7 members. Randstad take care of it with the help of an executive committee. Every country has its own director. This person reports to a member of the board of directors. Randstad has defined their own ultimate goal, and there I will tell you something about. By 2030, they will make contact with the world of 500 million people. The main goal was launched in 2017. It was what Randstad believes in and what they want to go. To achieve that goal, they have noticed 4 drivers. I will tell you them. Adecco did almost the same thing, but I will tell you after. Contribution to economic growth, connected people, promoting of work, shaping the world of work. On the other hand, there's the vision of Adecco. They want to make sure that people around the world are inspired, motivated, educated, and developed to embrace the future of the work, to be an environment where they are able to thrive, to succeed and get every chance to make their individual future better and brighter than ever before. The drivers they create are global mega trends change the world of work. The second is the Adecco Group is taking the lead in this transformation, so that's for the company. New employment models offers exciting growth opportunities, and higher value, lower cost, less capital will increase return for shareholders.
Then I'm going to tell you something about the acquisitions and the future plans of both companies. First, in 2017, the following companies were acquired by Randstad: Aussie SA, BMC Group BV, Sageco and Easthoff AG. The acquisitions in 2017 are in line with Randstad's medium to long-term strategy. to grow in professional activities and the strength of the market position. Randstad did not make any acquisition in 2018 yet, did not make any acquisition in 2018, and also future business purchases are unknown. The Adecco Group, on the other hand, announced a definitive agreement to acquire the General Assembly, a pioneer in education and career transformation, and also future business purchases are unknown. The Adecco Group, on the other hand, announced a definitive agreement to acquire the General Assembly, a pioneer in education and career transformation that offers accelerated learning programs in demanding digital skills. The acquisition will position the Adecco Group as a leader in the fast-growing reskilling segment, completing existing solutions and creating significant synergies in talent development and career transitions, and professional staffing and solutions. The financials. The company's financials, for both companies we put the four most important ratios we took apart and put it into the presentation. The first one we wrote down is IPS, earnings per share. This is the profit of a company divided by the number of outstanding ordinary shares. EPS shows how much money a company earns for each of its shares. So the company that makes the most money of its shares, that company got the best ratio. With this ratio, this Randstad, they earn 4.5 per share, and Adecco 2.8. So with this ratio, Randstad is the leader.
Okay, then I will tell you something about PAG ratio. PAG ratio is a measure for determining the related trade-off between the price of a share, the generated earnings per share, and the expected growth of the company. This ratio must be as high as possible. That's the best for the company. Adecco have 27 and Randstad have 24. So Adecco is much higher than Randstad. Yeah.
Current ratio is the next one up. The current ratio is an indicator of the financial situation in the liquidity of the company. It indicates the extent to which providers of short-term loan capital can be paid. The current ratio must be at least 1 to be healthy. So if both companies are healthy, this ratio is above 1. For Adecco, it is 1.22, and for Randstad it is 1.11. So they're both healthy, but Adecco is a bit higher. But it's both okay.
I will tell you something about solvency. Solvency is the ability of the company to meet its long-term debt and the financial obligations. Solvency is essential to stay in business because it shows that the company can continue to operate in the near future. The solvency is healthy between 25 and 40%. So Adecco have 36%, and Randstad have 45%. So they are both very healthy on this thing.
The fourth theme we are going to discuss is the industry structure and future potential in an international perspective, also including the generic competition. I'm going to start with Adecco. In current situation, the temporary employment sector is dominated by 3 companies. So Adecco, Manpower, most of all in America, and Randstad, with Adecco being the largest. The Adecco group helps more than 3.5 million people to find a job, and they support more than 100,000 organizations in 60 countries. The Adecco group offers flexible and permanent employment solutions for apprenticeships and further training. Randstad is trusted by you and partner in technology driving talent all over the world. They help candidates to find jobs and to develop their skills and to have a meaningful career. Randstad helps their clients to find the best talent with the most relevant skills and for their businesses by offering the following services: staffing and getting better skills for their employees.
Through the results of Adecco, they are influenced in the short term. It's good to position the company for long-term success. Organic flow, however, showed down to 3% as an economic field. It became more through challenging. Also growth slowed down. There's still a 3% growth that still considers the size and enormous span of the Adecco group to be a respectable amount of growth. There's even more growth potential because the Adecco group is 64% active in Europe, 18% in America, and only 16% in Asia. So they can grow in some parts of the world.
Then Randstad. Randstad in turn wants to contribute to a sustainable future, both socially and economically, by facilitating the development of fair and efficient labor markets around the world. That's why they have committed themselves to sustainable economic growth, decent work for all, reducing inequalities. In addition to Randstad's ideas for achieving the UN objectives, which will follow, they have the following alliances to expand their reach, and we will pick a few. They want to take over Angkor in Russia, or Dayalima in Indonesia, Stef Point in Finland, and Lavoro in Peru. But the fastest growing market at the moment is Tempon in Japan, and we think this will be a great opportunity for Randstad. And the 7 sustainable development goals of the UN I told about were launched in September 2015. Countries have adopted these goals to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure prosperity for all by 2030. As a provider of HR services, Randstad specifically contributes to 4 goals, and these are quality of education, gender equality, decent work and economic growth, and reduced inequality.
We think Randstad and Adecco can fit together. For example, both are active in the same countries and on the same markets. In addition, they both want to expand internationally, and both companies are equally financially sound. This information will form the basis for our decision, but we didn't make our decision sure for now, because next week we're gonna look what the value is of both companies, and after that we will make our decision. So
thank you for listening to our presentation.
if you have any questions, you can always mail us.